the plan is trying to at least catalyze the private sector investments in irrigation. At the moment, the plan has the costing of the plan is 598 billion, and of that, 39% will be funded by government and development partners. 61% will mainly be funded by the private sector. NISIP intends to put an additional 1 million acres under irrigation, so that we can be able to reach at least 50% of our potential of irrigation in this country. Currently, we have 747,000 acres under irrigation, and of that, 83,000 acres have actually been done in the last 2 years. And from the 83,000 acres that we've done in the last 2 years, that has led to increase in production, more specifically on the rice value chain. When we took over this administration, when the current government took over this administration, the rice production was at 192,000 metric tons. Currently, because of the additional acreage under irrigation, more so in the public schemes, the rice production has increased to 293,000 metric tons. That's an increase of approximately over 50%.
NISIP is a 10-year plan that we have come up with more or less like 5 pathways. The first pathway is on farmer-led irrigation. This one is targeting about 250,000 acres for farmers who have land and water, and about 100,000 acres for farmers with only land, because there we have to intervene through public resources and other investments to grant access to these farmers. And for other farmer-led irrigation, we are looking at farmers who have 1 acre to 5 acres to 10 acres, and facilitating them to acquire irrigation equipment at a more affordable rate. The next pathway is high public irrigation schemes, high performance public irrigation schemes. These ones are our 7 public irrigation schemes. And here is just focusing on making sure that they achieve high levels of productivity by improving on governance and doing rehabilitation where necessary, to make sure that then we are able to do even double crop, like 200% intensification. The other one is corporate agribusiness, and at the corporate agribusiness we are looking at large investors coming to develop large tracts of land for commercial farming. We leverage on their efficiency, mechanization, to make sure that they produce whatever they're producing is at a much lower cost, then availed to the economy at a much affordable rate, thus bringing down the cost of living in the country. The next one, we are looking at revitalizing ASAL. ASAL areas, they have very high potential of agricultural productivity. The only thing we need to do is to have better investments in water to build resilience for these communities and increase the time they have access to water. And here we are focusing on doing major fodder, and this fodder will support livestock in those ASAL counties.